located?
Oh, I'm actually based in Miami Beach, Florida.
Okay, like you, right? I think
Yes.
it's a very popular place for a lot of people want to go there. Okay, so tell us a few things about your work, about your business, what you are doing.
Yes, my business is called Glow with Tess, and I'm a certified health and wellness coach. I work with people and organizations who want to build sustainable to improve their health. I mainly work on with clients on a one-on-one basis. Very often these days on Zoom, because people have busy lives, and so this gives them flexibilities. I come up with some strategies with them and see what work and can fit in with their lifestyle to improve their health. So that could include something to do with dietary changes, exercise, stress management, and also something to do with sleep as well, because that's very important for health.
Okay, that's good. And it's more like personalized plan because according to each person, right? Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, that's key, because we all have different preferences, different lifestyles, and different work schedules. So what suits you might not suit someone else. So it's not it's not a one size fits all approach. It's definitely customized.
And something we speak about that before about mindset. So basically, you try to make them change their mindset, their habits. I mean, it's not just make a plan for them so they do something, and I mean, you help them to change their mind so they can do the things they need to do by themselves, right? So it's like a more
Yes.
long-term improvement.
Oh,
Tell
yes,
us about
very much
that.
so. Yeah, definitely. And that's why change takes time, because behaviors, as you say, really require a change of mindset, how you approach something. Yes, definitely. That's what we work with. And so it would be sustainable because it's important. That's why a lot of these programs people can get online, when they say, oh, you follow this plan and it just doesn't work. People try it for a few weeks and they find that it doesn't work with them and it's not sustainable. And so that's why we work on strategies, and we also work out how they will fit in with what you do on a daily basis. And this way you are not looking at them as challenges as such. Is something about more, how I would work, how I can incorporate that with my work and my own home life, personal life. And yes, definitely, mindset is everything really when it comes to business, personal, everything. This just the way we look at how something we do. So rather than look at something as a problem, we look at it as something, with curiosity and say, how can we make that work?
Okay, and it's like you have a customers worldwide, or it's like mostly focused in one country.
No, they everywhere. I have some clients in the UK, and because of where I'm based, of course, mostly a lot of them are in America at the moment. But it could be anywhere. People, it's a universal need to get healthy. Because health is really the foundation for everything we do, and it's important to actually get that under control, because then it allows you to enjoy your life, allows you to be successful with your business. So yeah, it could be anywhere.
There is a Greek saying that is saying that health is like gold, is worth the same as gold.
Yes, they say health is wealth.
For sure, yeah. And also, can you share with us like some digital marketing strategies? How do you promote your job? How do you find customers? Mostly offline. I mean, you have a shop, or mostly online? how do you do it?
Well, these days, with social media, it's very convenient, so I use LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, so, to attract clients who are outside America. But when I'm actually here, I also conduct a lot of workshops, in-person workshops. And then I go on podcasts, like yours, to let people know about my work and how I can support them. And again, with referrals as well. Yeah, so, and I have a website so people can find me online and they can get in touch with me, and then we can have a conversation to see whether we can collaborate.
Can you mention your website on the podcast?
Yes, so it's glowwithtess.com. So it's spelled glowwithtess.com. And if you go on my website, there are also lots of blog posts you can check out with health and wellness tips.
Okay, that's good. And I want to also ask you also about you share a freebie on with our audience. What is this freebie include?
The freebie is actually a wellness tracker, so it can actually track. It's almost like a journal, but in a much shorter form. So this way you can track your sleep, energy level, and your diet. What kind of food you've been having. I can write it all down, and so it gives you insights about your habits. So that really helps. A lot of my clients find that when they actually write something down and then go back to it, they can see, the patterns. And that way you can say, why am I doing this at this particular time of the day? And when I don't do this, how do I feel the next day? So it's pretty useful. So you can sign up and download it and then print it out and use it.
Okay, that's good. So you spend a lot of time to do things, to promote your work, to do some unique digital marketing strategies. That's good. I want to ask you also about artificial intelligence. Are you using any artificial intelligence to promote your work, or are you using it in your personal life?
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. I started using it a few months ago. It's amazing. I think it's really transformed the way people do business, do everything. I use it, to help me with my marketing messages. Just helps me to give me ideas. And sometimes even when I think of writing a blog post, for example, and I need to come up with a topic, and maybe something not so, not a topic that people find everywhere. So I can go on AI and say, can you give me some unusual topics that people, might need answers for? And so, it's so useful. And even just, it's very good way to give you ideas.
Okay, and I know that you have you lived to different countries before you moved to the United States. You live in the UK and also in Hong Kong, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe that you live in a lot of different countries? You see some different cultures that it help you also with your job. I mean, that you meet a lot of different types of people in different countries.
Yes. Yeah, certainly. Yes. I mean, having got, because of my background, I understand, about different cultures. And even when it comes to habits, every country has different mindsets, and different customs. And especially when it comes to something like eating habits, and food, it really ties to your background and how you were brought up. And so, it really makes me appreciate how, when I'm working with clients, you really have to take that into account. Again, that's why these programs which fit in, sort of just have standard programs, they don't work in the long term because they don't take those important features into consideration. I mean, for example, with Asians, their staples would be they eat a lot of rice, noodles, and then with the Western culture, it's more potatoes. So when I'm working with a client, I have to understand that and what that means to them. So definitely, I think with having lived in different countries, it really helps me with that understanding.
And the three countries you live in is also three countries they have the business culture, I think. United States, UK, and Hong Kong. So yeah, I mean it's more developed countries, three of English-speaking countries also. So it can help you also with the communication also with I mean you are a native English speaker, so it's also something that can help.
Yes, absolutely. And one thing I really focus on when I'm working with my clients is because I myself have traveled a lot in different countries. So I really understand, how they find it difficult when they are traveling, they're on the road, and, when you're dealing with jet lags, and, even just different time zones. And it's not so easy when you're actually out of your home and you're on the go, how to keep those healthy habits in place. And because I've been there myself, I totally understand that. And that's, really what we work with. And again, like you said, the mindset is important. And, you don't allow the environment to affect you wherever you happen to be. You could be in France one day and the next day you are in Thailand, but at the same time, you have to keep that focus in place. And that's how you manage to, keep those habits going, keep those behaviors moving forward.
And I think you are doing this job for a lot of years, right? So you have the experience. I think how many years?
Well, now in total about 13 years. I was practicing as a nutritionist for many years. I got my master's in clinical nutrition from NYU, New York University, quite a while ago. And when I graduated, I became a nutritionist. And then I found that a few years ago that I really wanted to help people on a more holistic approach. So it's not just about food, it's sleep, exercise, all the other aspects of lifestyle. Because that way, it really helps with your health overall. Because if you don't sleep enough, your diet could be wonderful, but that still would have a negative impact on your health.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, if you do 13 years is a lot. I mean, if you do this job for 13 years, is something important. I mean, to last in this space. I mean, this coaching business for 13 years is. I mean, you are doing something right. Okay, and okay, do you want to share something else with our audience? Something do you believe is important about your job or about anything you want to share?
Yes, definitely. I think, when it comes to habit change, I think it's important to start with something small, something that you can fit in, and that you don't find overwhelming. And just start with one thing, and then you can build on them. And always look at it as something that, you think, oh, is this something, I can work with? Let me give it a try. And just be curious, and don't stress yourself out too much, because otherwise that won't work.
You mean take it slow, start with something, experiment, see what is working, and
Yeah,
until you
exactly.
find
And yeah, definitely. And if sometimes maybe getting support just makes it easier. If you have someone to work with you and to bounce ideas back with, keep you, focused, help you to stay consistent. And so, that could be quite helpful when you are starting something new.
and I think it's also important to put some goals, right? When you start to something, I mean, you need to know what you want to fix. You need to address the
Yes.
problem first,
Yeah.
and after you can you'll find the solution, right? It's important.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Very
goals.
important. Yeah. And that's how I work with my clients. We set out, we work out what the goals are. and then I help you to get there.
And after you put the roadmap, how you get there. Yeah, this is important.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for coming to my podcast and sharing this about your work and about this information with our audience. I think this is the end of the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.